Good Tuesday morning. I'm meteorologist Byron Douglas. Thanks for tuning in on this Veterans Day. We thank all of our veterans. We'll never forget the great service you've done to our country. It's going to be breezy out there. Of course, they have the breakfast at the Wartime Museum going on. That started there at 7. And we're looking at a high of 48 today. And if you're heading out for services, generally between 11 and noon. Temperatures about 40 to 42 during that time frame. I'll go ahead and take that full so you could absorb that. It will be breezy at times. We'll have winds gusting up to 30. Leslie Chaplin, good morning to you at 14 News. Thanks for tuning in. And as we go into the afternoon, we're looking at those highs in the upper 40s. All right, I'm going to show you a couple things here on our weather history. Now I'm going to go back on the 10th. We did have officially 1/3 of an inch of snow. That knocked out the trace amounts of snow we had back in 1977. And some of you remember, I certainly as a kid growing up on Lake Michigan, that was a brutal winter when it officially started, of course, in the blizzard of 1978. And just a few years ago, we had 1.1 inches of snow, which was good for a daily record for the 11th on Veterans Day. And if you want to feel warmer, we had a high of 79 on the books from 2010. Earlier in that month, it dropped into the 20s. And we have some record highs from late summer, early fall of 2010. Doppler radar, if you're doing any traveling, Indy, St. Louis, even Chicago, they still have quite a bit of snowpack there along the Great Lakes. But the closest advisories are up in Pennsylvania and northern Ohio with some lake effect snow. And let's run down our current temps. We're at 31 at Evansville, 32 in Madisonville now, and at 32 in Fairfield. And it's going to be breezy. And the feel-like temperatures improve. We were in the teens here this morning. Dundee, down along Highway 69 in Ohio County, is at 29. I always think of the goat on top of the lodge there, 23 in Evansville. Here is the wind chill guidance. Yesterday, we never made it out of the upper 20s with respect to our wind chill, so about 40 to 41. And temps will start to moderate, albeit slowly as we go through the day. As we go into the afternoon, generally we're looking at cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. And let's run down the November scorecard. 37. What's significant about that, I'll take that full. The minimum record is 34. Back on the 10th, and that was set back in 1950. So we were hovering just above that. And there's that 300s, which registered to 1/3 of an inch of snow. Here's a look at the next 12 hours as we graph the next 12 hours. Our average highs at 58. We're looking at highs generally in the upper 40s as we go into the afternoon. So as we go forward, a nice southwesterly wind, that will help temps, but it's been cool to our southwest. So it's not going to do a whole lot, but about a 10-degree improvement from yesterday, unless you like the cold weather. And generally nothing coming in on Wednesday. That will be the theme. And if you like warmer temps, I mean, we're still awash in the fall colors, the pageantry of fall colors. We're just a little past peak. There we go for Thursday. And let's go long as we go into Thursday. These are the medium range. I use the GFS and the European model. Pretty much the same. Our next chance for rain would be Sunday during the morning. Quick little burst of a spotty shower. This time around it'll be rain and not snow. That's going to be the precipitation of choice. What it didn't load up on here are the 8 and 14-day outlooks are guided above normal temperature-wise, and precipitation is scheduled to be above average. So where we go with the 7-day forecast, we'll take that full, 48 for this afternoon. Look at this. I brought a few mums in the past few days and covered a few up, so I'm calling that mum overtime. 64 Wednesday, Saturday at 74, and then there's that chance of rain on Sunday. Yeah, Zach, for the most part, it is going to be dry. There's not a lot of rain in the forecast. All right, Jackson, good morning to you. Appreciate it. And if you have any more snow reports, the road should be in much better shape today. And again, we want to thank all of our veterans. We appreciate their service. We're never going to forget what you've done for our country. We have Mitch and Casey along here in a moment.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices.
Well, good morning, and thanks for joining us here for the news portion of your Streamcast. I'm Mitch Carter.
That's right. I'm Casey Mason. Happy Veterans Day to everyone out there. Of course, November 11th, we are celebrating Veterans Day. We wore our patriotic gear this morning. Lots of content that we covered this morning on Sunrise, kind of involving Veterans Day. Starting off with some things we want to let you know about that are happening today. Mitch Carter, I'll let you take it away.
That's right. We're kicking things off here. People across the tri-state, of course, like you mentioned, celebrating Veterans Day. A lot of events happen over the weekend, but many of those happening today, including right here in Evansville on the LST 325. I'm going to cut the audio there. Those bagpipes are nice, but they are loud. Leaders are hosting their annual Veterans Day commemoration there, starting this morning at 11, about 2.5 hours from now, including a 21-gun salute, bagpipes, and the ringing of the ship's bell 21 times. Officials say the ceremony always happens at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, which is, of course, when they say the ceasefire went into effect to start the end of World War I.
Yeah, that's right. Meanwhile, the Evansville Wartime Museum is also honoring veterans today. Want to let you know about this here. It's not too late to head out if you'd like to. Leaders there are holding their annual Veterans Day breakfast. It's open to all veterans and their families. The doors opened at 7 o'clock, but this is going to last until 11 o'clock today. Again, if you want to go celebrate and check that out.
No doubt. And kind of keeping things local here, it was an exciting day on Monday at one Evansville high school. Got some pictures for you because the school welcomed back the new state marching band champs. The EVSC posted on social media to highlight North High School's special all-school assembly. It continues here a pattern of success for the marching band there after taking first place back in 2023 and second in 2024. From all of us here at 14 News, congratulations to the Green Brigade.
Definitely.
Culture of excellence there.
Love it. Of course, speaking of congratulations, this one's kind of my neck of the woods. I have ate here many times, even had my wedding shower here. Shout out Gibson County, the owners of Ours Cafe and Catering, located there in Fort Branch, say that they're going to have some exciting visitors hit the area. America's Best Restaurants, a national company that spotlights locally owned independent restaurants, is going to be bringing its ABR Roadshow to the cafe. This is super cool for the area. Organizers say the episode is going to air on ABR's social media channels and website. It's going to feature the restaurant's most popular dishes. This includes their chicken Florentine, their ribeye, and of course those hand-breaded mushrooms. Filming is actually going to take place today from 3 to 6, and like I said, pretty big deal for my neck of the woods that I grew up in there, Gibson County.
I've been to Ours Cafe myself once.
You
Nice place.
have?
I have.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
They have the best food and just such
It
good
is good.
hospitality.
It is good.
The owners, Tandy, shout out. They've always treated us so well. And trust me, as someone who loves to eat, I have given them a lot of business.
They
over
make
the
it easy.
years.
They
That's
make
right.
it easy. Right now, I mean, it's 8:40, coming up on 8:41. As Byron talked about there in the forecast, we got through the snow there. It appears things are obviously still cold, but getting
Yes.
better out there. And we're not really looking for any more rain until we warm up around Sunday here. So for right now, those joining us, we appreciate you hopping on here this morning and hanging out for a little while. I think we're going to wrap this up and get out of here.
Oh, we hate to see it come to an end, but we've got more work
Bummer.
to do, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us. In the meantime, we'll see you same time, same place tomorrow.